Hello. We've been expecting you. Yes, you, the one pointing to themselves right now. You're quite the smart individual for choosing our travel agency. During the good old quarantine times, you've been stuck up in your home. Probably. I'm not making any assumptions here. But now, you get to go on a life-changing trip, but not too life-changing like going to Disneyland. They're our biggest competitor. This trip entails 5 glorious religious sites, some ancient, some recent, with a pristine co-host. We'll take you to the close-ups of the sites, but not too close. The real close-ups are when you go up to the trip. The first site you'll be visiting is the Poland Monastery and the Tintin statue located on Lantau Island in Hong Kong. Although Poland Monastery was built first, the statue and the monastery correlate with each other. Built in 1906 by a group of monks, it was created for obvious reasons, that being to practice Buddhism. As more pilgrims came, the bigger the monastery became, eventually becoming the biggest Buddhist monastery in Hong Kong. In 1990, the Tintin statue was created. It was meant to symbolize the harmony of people and nature. Being inspired by the Altar of Heaven, another temple located in Beijing, it only seems fitting for a statue like this to be near the monastery. The monastery can be visited after taking a ferry and cable car ride up the mountain. However, the statue is a couple hundred feet away, so it will be a bit of a walk, combined with the vast amount of stairs to the statue. If you've seen our brochure, don't let the travel surveyor's pain be in vain, okay? The next site which will be talked about with our co-host Jackie is the Temple of Angkor Wat. Take it away, Jackie!
The Temple of Angkor Wat is located in northwest Cambodia. Angkor Wat translates to Temple of Cities and is one of the world's 8 wonders. Temple Angkor Wat was initially designed as a Hindu temple to worship the god Shiva, Brahma, and Vishnu, as that was the religion of the region's ruler, Suryavarman II. However, it was considered a Buddhist site by the end of the 12th century due to the uprising of Buddhism at the time. Now it is shared by both the religions, Hinduism and Buddhism. The design of Angkor Wat is a classical style of Khmer architecture, which made its marvelous style unlike anything else. The temple's sheer size and unique architecture style made it considered an 8th wonder of the world. Another aspect of the temple's design is to structure the temple like Mount Meru, the home of the gods, to which the Buddhists contributed. The 5 peaks of the temple were meant to represent the 5 peaks of Meru, where the gods sat and lived enjoyably. The decorated walls show the thousands of deities and important figures in Hinduism and Buddhism. The main shrine at its highest point reached a staggering 70 feet in the air. But sadly, all this came to an end in the 1800s, where this monument's beauty had been enclosed off to the public, but after decades of safety measures being implemented to save this wonder of a structure, it was finally open to tourists again. Around 500,000 people visit per year. For many, it is still a magical spiritual place for Hindus and Buddhists.
All right, buddy. Thank you, Jackie. We get off the mic. We need time for our next song, which is led by our host Jenny. Jenny, if you would be so kind, let's begin.
Hello, I will be introducing our third destination, which is a Buddhist temple named the Wat Siang Thong, otherwise known as the Temple of the Golden City. The Wat Siang Thong is located in Laos, a southeastern country in Asia. It acts as a gateway to the city of Luang Prabang, and it is the most famous temple of the city. It is often honored by the people and the city itself, for it is a sacred structure of where many Buddhists gather. The interior and exterior details of this temple are a must-see, for they are a relevant and accurate depiction of the classic and unique Luang Prabang architecture style, one of a kind. The details include depictions of rare Buddhist deities and colorful glass mosaics. In 1560, this temple was built under the royal instructions of King Siddhartha, who followed the teachings of Buddhism and went through many renovations through its time. The temple served as a place where Lao kings were coronated, and it currently serves as a host for important annual festivals and a place where monks meditate. Side note, Buddhists believe that meditation helps them achieve enlightenment, which is considered the elite in Buddhism. Words cannot describe how significant this temple is, so come see for yourself the beauty and power that this temple holds.
Thank you, Jenny. Moving on, Stanley will take you to our next place of excitement. Let's go!
The next site that will introduce you is the Great Pyramid of Giza. The Great Pyramid is located in Giza, Egypt, and was constructed 4,500 years ago at an incredible height of 481 feet and a base length of 756 feet on all sides. It has a volume of 92 million cubic feet, which is enough masonry to build the Empire State Building 30 times. The structure took 20 years to build with thousands of workers and used approximately 2.3 million limestone blocks weighing between 2.5 to 15 tons each. The pyramid shape symbolized the Egyptians' belief in their sun god Ra, as he was considered the father of all the pharaohs, who is said to have created himself from a pyramid-shaped mountain of the earth before creating all the other gods. The structure was built with mathematical precision, but you probably don't want to dive deeper into horrors of geometry. Anyways, the Great Pyramid was built as a tomb for the pharaoh Khufu, since pharaohs were considered as gods on earth. This belief kept order in Egyptian society, as disobeying the pharaoh was indirectly disobeying a god. Although the pyramid was built a long time ago, it is still considered as an engineering marvel by today's standards. It is the only ancient world wonder still standing today. So what are you waiting for? Come and visit this religious site to see the dedication of the ancient Egyptians for yourself.
Thank you for giving us a great view of what the pyramids will be like, Stanley. But now, I'm sorry to say that we're on our last site. But this site is led by our one and only Leo.
Now we move on to the fifth destination, St. Peter's Basilica. Started in the year 1506 and finished in 1615, St. Peter's Basilica is located in the Vatican City, which is also the home of the Pope. This huge structure contains momentous amounts of Renaissance architecture, a style of architecture that reflects the rebirth of classical antiquity, replacing the medieval Gothic style and creating a fresh new era of architecture. St. Peter's Basilica is designed as a three-aisled Latin cross with a dome at the cross, right above the shrine of St. Peter the Apostle. This monument is the single most important place in Christian society, a place where devoted Christians can unite as religious faithful lovers to art. This basilica is purely dedicated to St. Peter's, chief among Jesus' apostles and first bishop of Rome, making it easily one of the most famous Catholic churches on earth. The basilica's articulate dome reigns over the city skyline, an irresistible sight to see for all who walk the streets of Rome.
Thank you, Leo. We all love you. Remind me that I need to promote you later. Okay? Okay. Well, you made it to the end of our promotion. I hope we'll see you on our next trip. As in, on the plane. Goodbye.
Before we actually conclude this overview of the trip, we would like to discuss the importance of religion and the power it holds. Religion, believe it or not, gives power to some. For example, in Buddhism, followers will follow monks or those who have reached a state of enlightenment. This is like power over a group of people. Another example is the belief of Egyptian gods. Since many believed in Egyptian gods, this allowed pharaohs to have a high social standing and it gave them the power to rule over the people.